Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Backpage gaming video. Today joining me, Robbie, and we've got Jack with us again.
Sorry, I was a bit eager there to get into the review, Robbie. We're looking at Team of the Season.
Yeah, Team of the Season, Mason Mount. Jinx. Touch wood. But yeah, he looks fantastic. So, a little bit of like peek behind the Wizards curtain. We sort of discuss who we want to review, and then we sort of like buy the players and then review them and whatnot. Me and Jack both went rogue and we both bought Mason Mount, didn't tell each other. So we've got an opinion from both of us, which is somewhat of a rarity.
It is.
Because we tend to split the workload, don't we?
Yeah, we do, absolutely. I use him we both use him in the same position as well. Centre mid in a 4-3-1-2. Yeah. One of the most meta formations. And having good centre mids is probably one of the most important positions. If not the most important, I think,
It is, yeah. It's important in the attack and the defence. Like, they have to do everything.
Yeah, whereas I think, the cam strikers, even the middle centre, you can kind of get away with having a bit of a lesser quality player there. Whereas here, you want them to do everything. For reference,
definitely.
KDB Team of the Year was my favourite card in this position by an absolute country mile. Followed closely by Rooney. And probably the new Renato, really.
Foot birthday tells up there for me.
Yeah.
Love him at centre mid. I love him at striker. He can play anywhere.
He's a dream. But then we get to this Mason Mount card. This disappointment. I'm saying it, Robbie.
Yeah.
I hated this card.
I really liked him. I liked him a lot.
It's strange, isn't it, that we've got such a different...
What did you not like about him?
So, a couple of reviews ago, we said about cards that feel like they've just had stats boosted and they don't feel like a good card. Do you know what I mean? Like, not a good card. They don't feel like they're an elite card.
Yeah.
They just feel like a card that's got boosted stats, got high numbers for stats, basically. For me, he doesn't have an X factor. He doesn't feel particularly fast. I think it could be because of the big acceleration and slightly lower sprint speed when you're looking at the top end of cards.
Yeah.
His shooting, is fantastic card-wise, but in-game, I found it really, really inconsistent. He scored a couple for me, but nothing amazing. The card just doesn't wow me, I don't think he's not terrible, but I think when you're buying a team of the season for 440-odd K, you're expecting a bit more, and this card just did not do it for me at all. What was it that you actually liked about him, Rob?
I thought he was fast. I thought he felt really fast. He first picks up the ball. Obviously, the acceleration is fantastic. I'll say it. I prefer it if it's a big pace split. I prefer a higher acceleration.
Yeah.
And then a lower sprint speed. I just think it's nicer to have people who are nippy, and fast, off the mark, sort of thing. Other than that, I thought his defending was really good. He made like a game-saving tackle for me in like the 90th minute. I'm sure you'll see it in the clips, but he's just like tracking back. I wasn't even controlling him; he was just tracking back and just like got his foot in, and it was fantastic.
I will say it's a strange one for me because he did feel like he was everywhere.
Yeah,
but he just didn't feel convincing in the tackle. Like I say, his shooting was just lacked, really. I thought, I was really excited to get the card in because he finished off my team quite well for chemistry.
Yeah.
But he did just disappoint me. I think one thing, though, that did redeem the card title was his passing. I did think his passing was really, really good.
Yeah, agree.
Like through balls, balls down the wing to your other striker. He was good in that regard. I don't know if it's just that, with his card stats being so good, I was expecting too much, maybe.
Yeah.
I think a huge detriment to him is the 3-star skills.
Definitely. I wish they upped it.
We're at a point in the game now where having 3-star is... I just don't think it's good enough. I really don't think it's good enough. I think... Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule, but for a card like this where he is getting it up, into the attack for you, and you are going to be around the box quite a lot with him, 3 stars not enough. You can't. I talk about it all the time, but the cricketer, it's been the best skill in the game for a couple of years now, and it's not stopping.
Yeah,
the cricketer cancel, especially the McGeady, being able to cancel all these skill moves as well, is what makes them even better because you're so unpredictable with them, and that really is what makes one player better than another. Being able to do things that nobody else can. I think De Bruyne, I know he's like what 500k more. I know that's a lot of money, but the difference, is priceless. Honestly, De Bruyne can do things that Mason Mount can't even dream of.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I really like this card.
Yeah. How do you think he felt on the ball? I thought he was quite nice.
I think he was as nice as a 3-star player can be.
Yeah.
For me, I think I rely on skills a lot more than you do. I think they're my crutch in midfield, especially. Being able to get out of trouble with them, and generally not showboating maybe, but just kind of like opening up a bit of space to get the ball out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What you're saying?
I think for a centre mid, I don't think it's as important as an attacker. I think if using this guy as a cam, you're going to struggle. I think for a cam particularly, you need at least 4 or even 5-star.
I think 5-star now, really.
Yeah. As a centre mid, I think you can get away with it a bit more. Particularly the way I play, I sort of like hold it up with my attackers and wait for sort of like a run in behind sort of thing. And I think for that 3-star, you do want to do a McGeady every now and then, but if you can get it out of your head and do the like a step over cut inside instead, I think you can still get it to work quite nicely. If he had 4-star, though, I have to say he would be a lot better.
I know. I do think that if, like you say, if he had 4-star, it would be a bit of a different beast.
Yeah.
I'd probably look at the card a lot differently. But
definitely,
for me, I don't know. It just disappointed me because I thought he was going to be really good. His stats are insane, like you say.
Yeah.
But for me, he's not quite a cam, and I don't think he's a good centre mid.
He's not a cam, no.
I think for me anyway, for the way that I play, I'd much rather, people do all sorts of magic shit now with starting lineups, but Cancelo, the new team this season, looks fantastic. Imagine him at centre mid, he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
To be honest with you, Susek looks like an absolute unit.
I want to try him. He looks fantastic.
I think even Harry Kane at centre mid would do a job, but...
What am I hearing?
I'm only half joking. No, for me, like I say, I think he was just lacking that X factor that I think cards now need, especially at the end of the season stage. You need cards that are gonna get me an extra win. Like when I was using this card, I didn't feel like at any point in the game that he would be the maestro behind the crescendo of a game. Look at that, bit of a
I thought so. My favourite thing about him was his stamina. 99 stamina. Yeah. He just went all game. It was phenomenal. He was up and down. I think if you want just a strict box to box that's gonna maybe get a few goals for you, he's not gonna do anything particularly fancy, like skills wise or anything like that. But if you want a workhorse that's gonna grab a few goals, I think he's a great player.
I'd agree to some extent. I think it's just this is one of those cards that
I think maybe like
it separates the styles. So
yeah,
I think for one certain type of player, it'll do really well. For another, more if you're a bit of a skills whore, to be honest, I don't think you'll have such a great time with this card.
Yeah.
For example, comparing him to Curtis Jones, I think I prefer Curtis Jones as outside centre mid than this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not used it, so I can't really compare.
I know a lot of people have done Jones, and if you're looking at maybe replacing him with this Mason Mount, maybe look elsewhere. Maybe look towards Foot Birthday Tal. Can't help but just say his name, but
we're like a broken record.
I know, but no, Mount altogether, I probably sound like I'm being harsh. He's still a decent card, and for that reason, Rob, we have given him a.
I went for a 7.5. I would have said 8. Jack's probably saying 7.
Yeah, I think 6.5, 7 would have been fair.
So we'll split it in the middle. 7.5. I think that's fair. Like I said, don't play him cam. If you're looking at him as a cam, if you don't do skills, he might be alright, but
I don't think so. I think he felt a bit clunky left stick wise.
Yeah.
I think there's better cams.
Fair enough. Value, I've gone for an 8. Would you agree with that? Well, obviously you didn't like him, but I think he's a pretty good price for an English Prem centre mid.
Links wise and stats wise, I think it's probably a fair price.
When you compare him to that Oxlade-Chamberlain SBC, that was a while ago, but that was more expensive than this.
Insanely priced.
That was
crazy.
Ridiculous. Chem style, I don't know what you used.
I used a shadow. Yeah, I did as well.
Yep. Get the pace up, get the defending up. As a centre mid, it's what you want, isn't it? Really. I'll tell you one thing I've not spoke about. His free kicks, absolutely phenomenal. Scored a free kick in his first game.
It's a nice thing, actually, to have a good free kick taker.
It is,
I think it's underrated.
It can win you a game.
It can, yeah. You can get a good chance out of it.
Yeah. And then links, we've gone for Future Stars. Future Stars Jones. Obviously, Jack loves him.
My boy.
It's a big, strong link. It's worth saying as well, Jack's got the centre mid one.
Yeah.
I assume most people have. I never see the left mid one.
No.
Future Stars, Reece James as well. Also a fantastic player. I've got him untradeable. Perfect link. Get Capgun Tom down here now.
Insert the clip.
Yeah. But Reece James, he's
he's fire.
Fantastic.
You've developed stuff, haven't you? You want me to take over?
The F's are taking it. And then team of season Harvey Barnes as well. Oh, Harvey Barnes. But not use him. He looks fantastic.
I'd like
Upgraded to 4-star as well. So.
I can't believe that. A world in where I want to use Harvey Barnes. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? And then position, centre mid. Yeah. Personally, you're not gonna play him CDM. You're not gonna play him Cam, really.
No, I'd agree.
And yeah, pretty much it.
Altogether, he's kind of been damned with faint praise, really. I think from me.
Yeah.
Like I say, not a terrible card, but just plenty better than him.
Yeah.
With that, hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll be bringing out plenty more reviews and much more content as team season goes on. That's been me.
Yeah, can't wait.
And I'll see you later, guys.
See you later.